I wasn't even in the market for these, but I came across Reebok's official eBay page and saw they were doing an additional 20% off of select items. In that pool of sneakers just so happened to be these Aztreks. If you're a regular to the channel, you'll know that these running turned lifestyle sneakers are what I tend to buy, so I obviously bought in and grabbed these two pairs for $20 a piece. The white and neon colorway is one of the original ones from 1993, while this blue and red one is something that has a more sleek, contemporary theme to it. These shoes are built with a mix of nylon and faux suede with a bunch of hard lines and various overlays throughout. Christian Tresser, who famously designed these and went on to design other popular sneakers such as the Nike Air Max 97, envisioned these to be different and went against the grain of sneakers that were more curvy and rounded at the time. My personal favorite detail on these pairs include the circular reflective hits at the toe and heels, as well as the old school Running Man logo at the tongue. Both are really cool touches playing on that throwback theme to these. While on the topic of the tongue, the one thing I don't like about them is how it's cut. Normally I prefer the tongue of a sneaker to sit higher and closer to the ankle, but these just don't do that. These were designed with the intent of being an all-terrain runner, meaning that you could in theory hit the pavement on these, while also hitting other non-conventional surfaces such as dirt and gravel. As a result, these have a slightly higher cut than running shoes of the time to take into account potential ankle rollage or other issues. The intricately designed uppers rest on this thick EVA foam midsole. It's important to note that these contrast colors are just painted on, and aren't a dual density foam that was utilized in the past. Moving to the rubber outsole is the traction pattern that takes on a bunch of diamond shapes. There you can also see the hex light window, which is the cushioning system that these utilize. I say that loosely, as it definitely isn't made like it used to be, which is a common line you often hear from longtime sneaker enthusiasts. The overall quality of these pairs is decent. They have a really lightweight feel to them, which isn't always a good thing. It's like there's a certain hollowness to the sneaker. It's hard to explain unless you have them in hand. On the blue pair too, it comes with a plain navy blue insole without any branding like the other pair. If that's their way of cost cutting, then so be it. But then again, for being a retro runner with a $90 price point, you can't expect too much. As I mentioned a little bit earlier in the video, the Aztrek took the world by storm upon its debut in 1993, and Reebok decided to capitalize on this trend of dad-like chunky shoes, and re-release them 25 years later in 2018. Where I personally think they went wrong is they tried to bring the sneaker into the mainstream and create 1,000,001 colorways of these. The brand even teamed up with influencers to promote the shoe, and while a great opportunity for all of them, I'm sure they can actually care less about this sneaker. And that isn't a shot to any YouTuber that took on a Reebok deal. Go get that bag. Let's just say this wouldn't be the first sneaker that they'd pick up off store shelves. But getting back to the sneaker, it's really reached that point where stores are absolutely flooded with these, and consumers that actually like the sneaker are able to grab them for 78% off of retail price. While that certainly isn't a bad thing, it just gives the sneaker model that is so rich in heritage a sort of tarnished name, that people now associate this once upon a time popular running sneaker into the clearance bin special. But overall, I'm glad to have been able to grab these two pairs of Aztreks. If you've caught on by watching my channel, I'm an absolute sucker for deals on sneakers, and especially on old running shoes. Taking those two elements, it just creates the perfect marriage of something I'm gonna buy. They also have a Reebok Aztrek 96, which I hope to eventually grab at some point, hopefully at a similar deal. I just think as a whole, Reebok is such an underrated brand in the space. I know they were big in the 90s, but I'd love to see them come back, especially now as we head into 2020 and beyond. But that's all for this video. Let me know what you guys think of the Reebok Aztrek in the comments below. Do you like these sneakers? Would you wear them? Were they a good buy at $20 a pair, or would you rather save your money? I'd love to read all about it. While you're down there, drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and consider subscribing to the channel for more sneaker content. That's all for this one, folks. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.